Hi, ow, Charles. Oh, jeez, what? Charlie, why would you do that? He just clawed my back like it was no big deal. Thanks, buddy. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay. I'm the owner of Made by Auntie Linz, where I crochet goods for cozy people. I am a crocheter and a mom and a hot mess. This is my vlog, and I just want to catch you up on some things that have been happening. Charlie's just gonna hang out in the back, check out my yarn wall. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Charles the baby. So, in today's video, we're just gonna go through what's been happening in my life. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. This is Charlie. He is the baby. Yeah. Okay. Are you happy? Happy little baby? If you're new here, this is part of the chaos. Welcome to the chaos. If you're not new here, welcome back. I totally appreciate you being here watching my videos, because without you I would have no motivation to do this at all. So here we are. Here we are. It's been 4 months. 4 months. April 1st. It's a Tuesday. It's been 4 months since I dropped my last video, and I told myself I was not going to be inconsistent, but hey, that's just me, I guess. I'm going to split this video up into a few parts. I'm just going to catch you up with what's been happening, like personally with me and my life. Then we're going to go into some business talk. I'm going to show you a couple tools that I use, things that help me. I don't know. All right, dropped a video at the end of December. New Year came and went. I've just been busy being mom. There's been a lot of running around, like in general. With my oldest, she's in 7th grade. And then my baby, Miss Baby Mabel, is now 9 months old. And she is just a little demon baby. Totally different from my first. I'm telling you, she's clingy and she's wild. Addie was not. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So it's been really hard to get just about anything done with baby Mabel. I've just kind of been focusing on family and bettering myself and my business. I actually signed up for a business course. Here's a fun little story. I talked to someone in my community. Her name is Amanda. She's so wonderful. Amanda owns a salon in Horseheads, not too far away from here. And she was telling me about this business plan writing class that she was trying to attend or attending. I don't remember which at the time. But I said, yeah, that sounds really cool. So I contacted the same people. They're called Incubator Works. They serve like 20 counties. Dude, I'd never heard of this place. Like, I'd followed them on Facebook, but I had no idea what they were. But they like build up small businesses, and they're really awesome. Shout out to Incubator Works. You rock. Okay, anyway. So I had contacted them. They said, well, you can't take the business plan class until you take the co-starters course, which is basically like a dumbed down version of the business plan class, but there's a reason, okay? It's $250 to take the co-starters course, and you know, you might just want to sign up. You might just want to take the course because on graduation night, pitch night, you have an opportunity to win $500 for your business. Well, cool. Sign me up. I had to scrounge around for this money, man. I was like, dude, I don't even know if it's going to be worth it, but I really want to take this business plan class. So I did. That went from the middle of January to the end of February. And it was a really simplified version of like how to write a business plan. And it was very fundamental. I see why like you had to take that course first, because it was like the foundation to actually building your business plan. So I'm referencing a lot. Like, if I were to write a business plan, I would reference a lot of that information. Okay. Pitch night comes. It's over Zoom. We're doing great. Everybody pitched fantastic businesses or showed us what their business was about. I had a very positive experience. Pitch night came and I won. So I got $500 for my business, and I told the judges that were, that decided this, if I won the $500, that I would use it towards signing up for markets. So that's all I've been doing the last literally month and a half. I have half my calendar full, and I've probably signed up for 20 events already this year, which is insane. I said, I'm not doing any more than 12 in 2025. Yeah, no. So then I found out that the business plan class was by invitation only. Like, you could only sign up if somebody contacted you about it from Incubator Works. So I was really nervous. I was like, man, I really hope I get in on this class. Like, I really want to take it. This is the whole reason I signed up. And I didn't realize it was by invitation only. And I got an email a week later, dog. Boy. So I'm currently enrolled in that class. This is week 3 that we're going into, and it goes through June. So once a week, every Tuesday, I head down to the Corning Community College building in Elmira, and I sit my happy little butt in class and learn all about business plan writing, which is great. I love being able to learn a new skill and seriously consider how I'm going to earn money from this business. I don't know. It's just wild. It's wild to think that all the thought and all the everything that the research and the time and the energy that I've spent honing in on being a businesswoman is like it's paying off. I just love it. I love it. This is such a exciting time. Oh, speaking of, here's a sticker that resonates with me right now. Keep going, keep growing. I looked over and there it was. So yeah, business plan writing is going good. It definitely is a lot harder than the co-starters class. I guess going into this, the hardest thing that I've had to tell myself or ask myself is, how are you making money? Because the business plan, essentially, writing a business plan means you're going to ask for money somewhere, somehow, right? I also like it because it serves as like an outline to my business in a very real and literal sense. And I'm a list person. So when I can see my entire business written out, figured out, and put right in front of me, that helps so much. But I wanted to tell you a few things that I am going to do differently now that I have looked at the bigger picture. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. My brain does not work neurotypically the way that it makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you. If you have any questions, please ask. And I want to help you any way that I can. That's why I'm doing this. It's like, maybe there's something I'm going through that you're going through, and we're gonna learn it together. But yeah, I think I'm going to do 3 things differently this year. And the first is pricing myself different. That's a scary topic. If you're an artist or you hand make anything, you know how terrifying the money signs are. Like, I feel sorry for the next guy that looks at me funny. Well, yeah, what about that guy? I have to make money. I think that's the goal of owning a business, right? By increasing my prices, not only am I getting what I deserve in terms of labor and skill, but I mean, it's a handmade item. And like, I think that's why it's so hard, is because we're so caught up in a spend society that it's so easy to just drop 10, 20, 30, $40 on something so meaningless. But the minute that something handmade, something, seriously spent skill in, it just vanishes. It's like, well, why should I spend $40 on that? Turn around and go to Target and spend $40 on a drywall painting thing. Like, what? I don't know. We have it so backwards. I'm going to increase my prices. I was working at minimum wage. In New York State, it's $15 an hour. I am now working at $25 an hour. I think that because I also include the price of my supplies and like my cost of website, and like I do all these things, I add all these things into one beautiful price, including tax. So it's actually already higher than a lot of other people's prices. I am a registered business. I do pay taxes. Some people aren't and don't. So I automatically already have to set the bar a little higher. So if I raise it too high, then what the opposite happens, right? People stop buying. So for my area, I think that's there's only so high that I can go, and I'm gonna use the next couple of months as like a trial and error. So I will definitely let you know how it goes. The second thing I'm going to do is be much more intentional with prepping. Currently when I prep, I have two things that I reference. I have two tools that I reference. I'll leave them in the description. The first is Cameron's Cute Creations pricing calculator. That, oh my gosh, holy grail. It changed my life, okay? I calculate out everything that I make. I started to drop the ball. So like for like 20 items, I did product calculations, and then like 5 after that, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to charge this for it. And it's like, no, Lindsey, use the calculator. Be consistent, okay? The second tool that I use, I created a database in Notion to help me keep track of all the things, okay? And if you're interested, let me know. I will do a deeper dive into this. I just turned on my computer, that's why I got really bright. But basically, and I'll snip it here. Basically, I have everything calculated out for me. The reason I like this is because sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, well, I only made $20 at that show, but I met some really cool people. It's like, Lindsey, why are you wasting your time at that show? Don't go and do that again. I mean, every now and then I feel like it's nice to have a networking opportunity, but if you're paying to be there, you should probably make some kind of money, right? Basically, I have this calculated out down to like everything, right? So I have my event dates, the show itself, what it's called, the status, and this is all like drop down for me, like, and color coded because I like colors. I'm such a visual person. I put in the booth fee. It automatically calculates the goal that I have. So by the end of the greenhouse show, I should have made $320, right? I put in my gross income. And so let's say I made $500. It's going to tell me the percent, like the percentage of what I made. And then if automatically it tells me if I'm going to attend this event or not. I use a Notion template that I built, that I made, using formulas to automatically calculate whether or not this event was worth it to go to. Basically, anything, I just input a couple numbers and then it calculates whether or not that event is actually worth it for me to do, and if I go back or not. It decides for me. And it's subjective. I mean, things like weather, location, anything can be a factor. Other events happening that weekend can absolutely be a factor in if the show was successful or not. But I also kind of get a vibe while I'm there of like, is my crowd coming to these events? which also helps. So if the answer is no, but my crowd is there and like there was an event happening that weekend or it was raining, my answer might change to yes. I hear the baby. Hold on. Little Miss Thing woke up. Yeah. Hi. You say hi? Don't you go pressing button. Hi. Okay. Oh, okay. We have a lot of guests on today's video. The third thing is to add products. This I've also struggled with a lot. And I found while I was doing my cohort that I have to work my wrists every day to make products, to make money. So is there something that I can add that I can still hand make and I can still do, but gives me a little relief from crocheting all day? And I decided to shift my business from a crochet only business to a fiber-based business, because I would like to add embroidery and sewing products. I think the hand sewn goods and embroidery is going to be a big deal. And I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to try something new. But that also requires a lot of calculation, a lot of, prep work, and I'm going into market season, and I don't know how much of that I'll actually have, so we'll see. Look at this ginger baby. You ginger baby. You look like you daddy. So yeah, that's that. So in the next video, I'll post the recap and the market and the recap for Massey's greenhouse this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. At this point, I'm just gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You wait, bye. Bye-bye. See you later.